Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Kraft. I'm an average everyday guy. I got nothing to sell you. I'm just here to talk about side hustles and work and how we as individuals can live the best life possible. And today I'm talking about the specific topic, overworking, right? Overworking. Maybe you've heard of this, right? But it's not uncommon. It's today in the world we live in, right? For people to be like working 2 to 3 remote full-time jobs, kind of managing all these different expectations from employers and earning insane amounts of money, right? Like maybe we've all seen the YouTube videos talking about these topics of overworking and people being like, hey, I make $100,000 a year now because I overwork. Hey, I make $200,000 a year now because I overwork. But there is a fundamental problem with overworking that I think people are forgetting. And I really, really believe that we have to address these kind of 3 problems with overworking and realize, right? And I'm not here to be against overworking or don't work 2 jobs. I'm actually here to warn you that doing this actually does have some serious repercussions that I don't think people are thinking about. And that first repercussion I want to talk about is it actually hurts your family more than you think it does, or it hurts your personal life more than you think it does. Maybe you don't have a family, right? Maybe you're not married and you don't have kids, but if you are married and you do have kids, or even if you don't, overworking hurts your family or it hurts your personal life. What it's going to do is it's going to strap more of your time away from the things that matter most because you're going to be stressed out. You're going to be trying to work and get as much done as possible. You're going to be trying to manage and juggle expectations for all these employers. And what's going to end up happening is the people who you're hustling for, right? To do more with your friends, to do more with your family, to go on that trip, right? People who you're hustling for are actually going to end up getting hurt because they're not getting you at your best. You're going to be more worn out. You're going to be more frustrated. You're going to be more tired because you are overworking. I've had plenty of friends. My dad did it growing up who worked 2 jobs, right? Worked a job in the morning and worked a job at night, and they were full-time jobs and they were working 80 hours a week to make ends meet and sustain. And there's a season where sometimes as adults, maybe we have to do that to get out of a hole or to get out of a rut or to accomplish the things we want to accomplish in life. I'm no stranger to that. I get it. I've worked 2 jobs in my life before, but right, it does hurt us in the long run. It hurts the people that matter most in our lives in the long run because we're not around. It actually leads to us living an unhealthy life. And so working 2 jobs or overworking, I don't think is the answer because it's going to hurt our families. It's going to hurt the people who matter most to us. On top of that, right, it's going to lead to burnout, right? It's going to lead to this idea, we're going to burn out eventually. You can only output so much before you are exhausted, and no amount of calendar managing, time management skills, using PTO to your advantage kind of a thing will stop burnout. If you are working too fast, too hard, too long, you will burn out. It is statistically proven. There are tons and tons and tons of research and data proving this. And if you commit to overworking, you're actually committing to burning yourself out, right? You will get, and honestly, it'll burn you out quicker than you think it will, right? And eventually, some people are oh no, but I'll fall into this rhythm of where I'm just going to hustle nonstop. And as long as I stay in that rhythm, I'll be okay. You're going to stay in that rhythm. It's going to be okay until it's not. And then you're going to burn out. It's going to be like a quick candle that's blown out, right? It's going to burn hot for a second. And then when it's gone, it's nothing but smoke and you are left destitute. Not only have you hurt your family, but you've hurt yourself. So you hurt your family overworking, you potentially most likely will burn yourself out. And last and not least, right? You will always feel like you're not succeeding in one job, one opportunity. You will always get the short end of the stick. When I worked 2 jobs, I was working at my campus job and I was working at Chipotle. Okay. I was working at my on-campus job in college and I was working at Chipotle. I was trying to make all kinds of money. I was in debt. I wanted to get some stuff paid off. And I just committed to working hard. My class load was lower, so I could go ahead and use that extra time to work. And while I was using that extra time to work, I found myself, right? I found myself so struggling in every job I was because no job was getting my best. Chipotle wasn't getting my best. My on-campus job wasn't getting my best. Nothing was getting my best in that season. And it led to this idea of I felt like I was letting everyone down perpetually. And if you go and you watch overwork YouTube videos, that's something they're going to resonate and they're going to say, it felt like I was letting somebody down. It felt like I couldn't get ahead in any of my careers. It felt like I was just doing the bare minimum to survive. If we want to thrive and work, we can't just do the bare minimum to survive. We have to excel and we have to succeed. And I don't want you to do the bare minimum in life. I want you to excel and succeed. That's why I believe overworking is a terrible, terrible, terrible thing for us to actually fall into a habit of doing, because it's going to burn us out. It's going to hurt our families, and we're going to feel like we can't succeed. Now, the alternative, because that's all the bad news, right? The alternative. Build side hustles that generate revenue and income that act like a part-time job to help you accomplish the things you want to do. Last year, I went on a vacation. I took my family on vacation. I paid for a large part of this vacation for my family. The Airbnb was like $2,000. I paid for more than half of this Airbnb to take my family on this vacation down to Florida for the first time. It was a family vacation in a long time that we had. And I was super excited to do that. All the money I used to pay for that did not come out of my 9-to-5 job. All that money came from me hustling hard and doing side hustles on the side to pay for that vacation. Not only was I able to pay for that vacation, have money to spend on that vacation, right? I was also able to do other stuff that summer that I really wanted to do because I hustled hard for it. I was able to take my best friend to see one of our favorite comics live, right? And I was able to spend $300 on tickets to do that because I hustled hard. And that didn't come out of my everyday income. That came out of extra money that I worked hard to earn. Friends, we can work hard to earn stuff and accomplish our goals, right? But it doesn't have to come to the detriment of our families, and it doesn't have to come at us burning out. We can actually build successful side hustles that fulfill our income and fulfill our desires in life. So that's my thoughts on overworking. I don't think you should do it. I think actually you should build a side hustle instead. Hey, check out other videos that I have. And if this video brought you value, click that like and subscribe button.